Mi Casa es Tu Casa is a nonprofit organization that strives to break language, cultural, and social economic barriers that prevent historically disadvantaged high school students from furthering their education after high school. We're working to inform and connect families with limited resources to post-secondary resources. In doing so, we are hosting a college Q&A virtual student panel for rising college freshmen who may have questions about what college is like. With us here today, we have a range of students with different experiences who are here to answer your questions and talk to you about their own experiences.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I go to the University of Miami, Florida. I'm from Chicago, and I'm a rising junior.
My name is Esau. I'm a rising junior. I go to the University of Michigan.
I'm Fatima. I'm a rising junior, and I go to Fresno State.
Hi, my name's Eric. I'm a rising sophomore. I go to Aquinas College and I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And I'm Stephanie Estrada. I go to the University of Michigan. I'm from Chicago, and I'm a rising junior. I'm on the editorial board for Mi Casa es Tu Casa. So now we're going to start off with our questions. And the first question is going to be, what has your college experience been like, and what would you rate it?
Yeah, okay. So my college experience has been, for the most part, pretty good because in Ann Arbor, I've been able to kind of like just take advantage of all the opportunities that have been presented to me and just connect with different people that live relatively close, but I've never met before. And just seeing people trying to create social change and just give back to their communities has been pretty kind of inspiring and motivating. And I'll definitely give it a 10 out of 10.
Well, coming out of high school, I came to a predominantly Hispanic high school and stuff, so the majority of the population was mainly Hispanic. So going into an environment where it was just mainly predominantly white and stuff, but just didn't feel right at least. So Aquinas College is not too far from home. It's about 15 minutes, but I was fortunate enough to stay on campus and get like that full college experience, which I wanted to have and stuff. So in any case, if I felt like, homesick at all, I could just drive home and stuff. But being on campus and, going to college and stuff as a first gen student definitely has raised the bar for me. I've met so many different people and it's just like kind of like a culture shock, something that I wasn't used to and stuff. So it's really nice seeing like different cultures outside of my culture, and it's really nice. And I think overall an experience that I've cherished so much, and it's been like a 10 out of 10 experience so far.
I would like to say something as well. I feel like for me, it's been kind of not a 10 out of 10 specifically, but I would say more like an 8 out of 10, just simply because I haven't like really put myself out there. So there's a lot of things that I wish I would have done, but it's been a journey of growth. So I feel like I'm a DACA student, so I'm a DACA recipient, and I've gotten a lot of support, and it's been kind of like a growth to know that, I'm not alone. It's been a pretty cool experience, but I hope I can grow a little bit more.
Similar to what she was saying, mine I don't think has been a 10 out of 10. My freshman year was pretty rough, maybe like a 5 out of 10, but like sophomore year really brought it back, and I made a lot of new friends and connections. But I think freshman year is really difficult, just since if you aren't where you're from, or if you don't know a lot of people, it's harder to like make those connections at first. So I think that if you're not struggling at first, that's great, but it's definitely normal to struggle, especially in your first year. And I think that's something that everyone should know.
Yeah, I feel like for my college experience, that's something that I can really relate to. I struggled a lot with getting used to being far from home, and I'm from a big city, so being in a small town was really hard for me. And making friends, because I'm really shy and I'm not good at making those connections, but it's a work in progress, and it's been a lot better now that I've been there for a while. So yeah, I would give it an 8 or 9 out of 10. Next question is, what is one thing you wish you would have done during your first year at college?
Well, based off of like what I previously said, like I'm also a very shy person. So I feel like if I would have been more involved, if like I got into more clubs, or if I actually went to meetings or stuff like that, then it would have made my experience a little bit better. Sometimes I feel like as like incoming freshmen, we're like very tied to our friends. So if they don't do something, we're kind of like, oh, well, maybe it's not for me either. But maybe letting go of that and just, kind of talking to yourself and being like, if that's something that I'm interested in and I can do it and I have the possibility of actually informing myself, then we should totally go for it. Because when you get higher up in like level, it's kind of harder to try and blend in with freshmen or sophomores and like, you're already leaving. So that's what I would say.
I think for me, it's definitely like on a similar path. Like I'm the only one from my high school to go to U of M. So it's like it was very hard for me to actually reach out and just say like, "Hi, my name's Esso." Even though like U of M has this program where you start in the summer, it's called Summer Bridge, and there I think I did get to know a lot of like people, like specifically maybe like acquaintances, but I didn't reach out as much as I needed to, and as much as I think would have been better for me to do, because for me, I feel like the more people that you get to know, the more opportunities that you get, and the more just kind of knowledge you have around campus. Like if you get to meet any seniors, juniors, they'll definitely know like the ins and out of college and just specifically the University of Michigan just campus, and then like what professors are good, what classes are have they taken that are like out of the park good. But yeah, definitely kind of trying to reach out more was definitely like something that I didn't do my freshman year that much.
I think for me, I went into college not knowing anybody. And I was very quick to make like my friend group and the people that I'm still friends with. But I tended to cling on to that friend group and I didn't really expand more. Like I was living in the dorms, but I didn't really talk to anybody in my hall or except for my roommate. So I think I would have liked to talk to more people and like reach out to people who were around me who could have been a greater help or been supportive in being a first generation student and things like that. What is having a job while being a full-time student like?
At first, it was very hard to manage it simply because I'm working in teaching fellows, so I'm working with kids in an after-school program. So I would take most of my classes in the morning. And the first semester that I took it, it was really hard kind of like managing to see which classes were available. And just simply the fact that like, you have them back to back, like 10 minutes apart and you have to rush from class to class. But then you start kind of being more effective at it and you're kind of like, okay, well, maybe if I take a scooter or if I get classes that are closer together, like you get the hang of it. Also being organized really helps. So when I would have breaks, I would do my homework in between classes. That way, when after work, if I was stressed or if I wasn't, all the way there, then I would be able to kind of relax a little bit more and know that I did some assignments beforehand.
So I didn't work my freshman year, but I worked my sophomore year, and I'm a work study student. So I worked at the library at my school, and they're really good about like working around your schedule, and like you can work during the day if you don't have class, or at night, or in the morning. And I think that a lot of like even if you're not a work study student, just like a normal job, they know you're a college student. They know you have other things going on, so they will try to work with you as much as they can. So I think just like a balance between that and like communicating with like your manager or whoever is like supervising you about like what's going on and like what resources you need and like the time commitments that you have.
This concludes part 1 of our college Q&A virtual student panel, College Experiences Edition. Please be on the lookout for parts 2, 3, and 4 that are coming soon. We will be talking about high school versus college, clubs and organizations, and more about our own experiences. For more information, please visit www.micasaetc.com and please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mi Casa es Tu Casa for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching!